Voyage.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Visit progressive.com to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary, not available in all states or situations.
John and I finally saw paradise. Its great fire gave off an overwhelming, radiant warmth, showering us with what can only be described as love.
So last we left you, according to what you told us in episode 9, you were sitting in on John's class in Arcadia.
Yes, the Blue Ray section, or as I called them, the group of 7.
Then out of nowhere, someone pelts you with a walnut.
Just hard enough to get my attention.
And it was some shriveled old lady up in a tree.
Yes, the learning tree. And that wasn't just any old lady. Her name, as I would learn, is Naya. Like Archimedros, she's a high teacher in Arcadia.
Naya climbs down from the tree to the grassy plateau. She looks at me and touches her neck. My hand goes to the same spot on my neck, to my amber necklace.
It's time to go.
Where? John glances past the shining lake to a single snow-capped mountain. We walk for miles beside the shining lake. At last we reach the other side and are ready to ascend. The path Naya has chosen is narrow, steep, and formidable. With John between us, she leads the way. They don't make them like that anymore. John doesn't answer. In fact, he hasn't said a word since we left his class in the plateau. I dare to glance out at the view of Arcadia far below. Dizzy-headed, I nearly fall down the precipice. Would John or Naya even notice? Naya has somehow acquired several extra animal skins. She looks like an abominable snow woman. Tiny one. I suddenly feel a velvety soft warmth covering my shoulders. It's my trusty cape. I caress its downy edges and rub it against my cold face. I recognize its slightly musty scent, with a hint of the sea, flowers, herbs, and rain. I won't forget this smell, not in 100 expressions. I toil upward, disoriented by the mist that envelops us. I can't see John, even though he's just a few meters ahead. I have to keep climbing. I can't stop. My legs keep moving for hours, if not days. Time means nothing here. The cape keeps me warm. My feet are hot and my cheeks blazing. The fog begins to lift. I see John and Naya and banks of snow. He breaks the silence.
We're there.
I'm nearly blinded by the reflected sunlight. Then I see an archway in the snow. The gate. John nods.
This is where we part ways, teacher.
We turn to face Naya, but now she's a fur-swaddled infant. I want to pick her up, but John stops me.
Don't worry, dear. The ancient mother will foster her.
We turn our attention back to the gate, which is now shimmering with rainbow-colored light. John and I walk under the gate, crossing the threshold. On the other side is paradise. The refreshing vapors from the nearest waterfall waft delicately across our faces. John leads us through verdant pastures and ripening orchards. There are no words to the song, but I know it's about bliss, the bliss of freedom.
He's singing, "The gate to paradise is open to everyone. Few know where it is, but those who truly desire to find it will succeed."
John picks a ripe apple off a tree. He plucks another bright red apple and hands it to me.
Here. The sweetness of all creation.
I look over my shoulder at the gate. Through it comes a beautiful winged man, cradling the baby Naya.
Feast your eyes on Gabriel.
Finally, an angel. I was starting to give up hope I'd ever meet one.
Not seeing an angel in heaven is like not seeing the bowler at a cricket match.
Or pitcher at a baseball game. Gabriel leads us into a world of waterfalls. The sun shines like gold through mists of a rainbow light. Gabriel turns to face us. He fixes his eyes on mine. His lips don't move, but he's communicating something. I don't know what.
He says we're going to a place where all schools and all worlds may join together. It's the only place in Arcadia where this can happen. Are you ready?
I address Gabriel directly. Yes, please take us there. Gabriel leads us up a steep bank to a sunny glen filled with rare flowers and their exquisite fragrances. At the far end of the glen, we reach flat, open countryside. Patches of lovely white heather grow everywhere. The sky has become a vibrant marine blue. Gabriel points toward the horizon to a dancing, flickering fire.
The Christ fire burns brighter than ever.
Christ fire?
Different people have different names for it. What's important is all the great teachers on earth have been illuminated by it. The great fire of love and forgiveness.
Gabriel looks at me intently.
He says, in the name of the God and Goddess One, the Christ fire and the higher self, I bid you adieu.
Gabriel swings around, flying back toward the glen with the swaddled infant Naya. He's left us to face the fire. Its intensity frightens me.
Don't be such a scaredy cat. Meet it face to face.
I don't know if I'm up to it, but I follow his advice, turning towards the fire. I see small figures flitting to and fro before it. As we approach, I see they're children. They dance on the edge of a vast golden circle containing the flames. Each of them is radiant and blissful. John? John has turned into a little schoolboy in a sweater and tie, hair brushed back. He grins at me sheepishly. Looking down, I see my own thick auburn braids, light blue dress, and patent leather shoes with white socks. We both turned into children. I feel freckles burning on my face. Young John mixes in amid the other dancers. The light surrounds him. He's only a shadow now amid shadows. I find myself face to face with a winsome black girl with braids. Gracie! Gracie! Gracie tilts her head back and extends her arms, receiving the light into her heart. I look for young John, but remember that he's here, as Gracie. She takes me by the hand, pulling me along the perimeter of the gold circle, her other arm outstretched as if she were about to fly. I can barely keep up. My feet leave the ground. Gracie and I begin to sail like birds into the marine blue sky. Hovering above the great fire, it looks like the sun itself. Flocks of angels pass by, undisturbed by our presence. I see little John is now the one holding my hand, gazing open-mouthed at paradise below us. As we gain altitude, I watch the world become a blue pearl at my feet. Our beloved Earth is piercingly beautiful. Upon it exists everything that's dear to us. It is our home, our sacred refuge. We hover in the blackness of space. We reach out toward our planet as if we can wrap our arms around it. I feel Earth Mother embracing us. I look forward to stand upon you again and breathe.
Look.
He points to the moon, rotating around the Earth. I feel like I'm in one of those nature films, when flowers blossom instantaneously or a caterpillar transmutes into a butterfly in the blink of an eye. I'm in a reality where past, present, and future are woven together into one. Young John points into the vastness of space at unseen constellations.
Someday, we'll go there.
My eyes open. I linger in my lounge chair, turn my face to catch a few delicate, glorious sun rays. Gradually, I sit up and look out the window of my studio at the Dutch town where we live. While I was away, it looks as if the weather, surprisingly enough, has improved.
Wait, how did you get down?
It's hard to describe, but it's like I blinked and found myself back at the gate. I was adult me, and John was back to his adult self. We followed the pathway Naya had taken us on, but in the other direction.
Did you two talk at this time?
Yes, a lot. We celebrated the spectacular success of consciousness conveyance.
John's way of describing how a soul passes through different forms over different lifetimes.
Exactly.
What did you say when you parted ways?
He told me my apprenticeship was over. He declared us colleagues in spirit. We talked about staying committed to our mutual growth, the pursuit of happiness, and we promised to keep our two-way path clear for future dialogue.
And what was your earthly life like after this?
Ari and I could no longer see eye to eye. By this point, he was immersed in the empirical sciences as his career teaching high school science took root. This was his way of supporting his family, and like everything he did it with great focus and attention. He became more interested in practical thoughts and pursuits, and no longer wanted to spend time thinking about and discussing my ethereal, otherworldly pursuits. It grounded him, and he needed the grounding, and it made sense to me, but I was in a very different place, and he knew it too. So Ari decided to call it quits. This was hard for me. I knew in my heart that we still had so much in common, but our focus had split into two different directions. He was right. Our relationship had run its course.
I'm sorry to hear that. This experience with John all happened over 30 years ago, right? How has time changed your perspective on what happened or what you learned?
I know I'll carry all of the lessons I learned from John way beyond this present expression of myself. This experience underscores the focus of my life's work, that everyone has access to his or her own body of spiritual information, if they want to seek it.
What is the biggest takeaway you hope to leave with our listeners?
I would like the listener to be filled with a feeling of encouragement about the subject of what it could be like to pass over to one's own infinite dwelling. That is more like earthly life than most of us have been taught by our spiritual teachers, priests, ministers. The concept of as above, so below is the real takeaway. We are creators in the physical world just as we are creators in heaven, i.e. the non-physical world, that we can create a hell for ourselves both on earth as well as heaven. If we do not realize that our innate powers and wisdom, that is our true heritage, and is our dominion, if we can only learn about who we are and what we are ultimately capable of. If only we can believe we are, but this takes lots of experience and hence many lifetimes. We must accept that it is not easy, that in between the fun and glorious times, it can be remarkably hard work, which we are forced to accept and face, both as incarnate and discarnate humans. This is the most difficult aspect of being human, learning how to balance physical reality with the non-physical, and after that, learning how to become master of our own creativity and spirit, both as individuals and, just as importantly, as a community.
Look up at the sky now. There is something up there.
John Lennon in Heaven is a production of Voyage Media. The series is produced by Nat Mundel, Robert Mitas, Dan Benamor, and Adam Prince. Written and directed by Adam Prince, based on the novel John Lennon in Heaven by Linda Keene. The novel is available on Amazon. A link is in the show notes. Starring Steve Corona as John and Laura Jane Salvato as Linda. Additional cast credits are available in the show notes. Edited, sound design, and mixed by Andres Coca. Original music by Derlis Gonzalez and Beyond Abbey. If you're enjoying the show, please leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or anywhere you're listening, and subscribe now for future episodes.